All right, let's get into it. Something a little weird is happening in the developer world right now. A real case of mistaken identity that's tripping a lot of people up. And it all comes down to one single word: Spark.
So have you done this? Have you typed Spark into a search bar recently and just felt a bit of whiplash? Because on one hand, you get all this stuff about massive data pipelines and super complex analytics. And on the other, you see this shiny new AI tool that promises to build apps from plain English. If you're confused, hey, you're not alone. It's happening to a lot of us.
So let's get right to it. The most important thing you need to know is that we're talking about two completely different beasts that just happen to share the same name. You've got this heavyweight champion of big data over here, and this brand new AI-powered app builder over there. So in this explainer, we're going to untangle this mess once and for all.
To really get what's going on, we've got to start with the OG, the original, the established titan in the data world, Apache Spark.
Yeah, I know. That's a mouthful. That's the official super technical definition. But what does that actually mean? Well, think of Apache Spark as this absolute beast of an engine for processing enormous amounts of data across a whole bunch of computers all at once. It's really the backbone of modern large-scale data analytics.
And believe me, this isn't some niche little tool tucked away in a corner. A quick peek at its GitHub repository shows it has over 41,000 stars. I mean, in the open source world, that's a huge stamp of approval. It tells you just how foundational and respected this thing is. It's a serious tool for serious data work.
Data engineers, they live and breathe this stuff. They're using Apache Spark to build these super complex data pipelines, right? They're hooking it up with tools you've probably heard of, like Airflow, Kafka, and PostgreSQL. And here's the kicker. To use this thing, you really have to know what you're doing. We're talking Scala, Python, or Java. This is pro-level engineering.
All right, so that's the original Spark. Now let's pivot and talk about the new kid on the block, the one causing all this confusion, a product from GitHub that also goes by the name Spark.
Okay, so this is GitHub's tagline for their new product, and honestly, it tells you everything you need to know about what they're aiming for. It's not about processing data, it's about creating something real from nothing more than an idea.
So what is GitHub Spark exactly? Well, it's an AI-native platform, and the whole idea is to let you turn your thoughts, your natural language prompts, into actual, working, full-stack web apps. The promise here is just huge. They want to get rid of all the boring stuff, the setup, the boilerplate code, the deployment nightmares, and let you go straight from an idea in your head to a live app on the web.
And the way it works? It's designed to be crazy simple. First, you just describe what you want to build, just like you're talking to somebody. Then you get this live preview and you can tweak it with more prompts. Hey, change that button to blue, or add a login page. Finally, when you're happy with it, one click, and boom, it's live.
And this is the part I really need you to hear. Let's be 100% crystal clear about this. Despite sharing the name, GitHub Spark has zilch, absolutely no technical connection to the Apache Spark big data framework. They are not related. They're two different planets in two different solar systems.
But wait, there's more. The confusing name? That wasn't even the only drama around this launch. Oh no. There was some real controversy, and it dropped right into a super interesting, competitive market. This right here, this was the title of a Reddit post that just exploded. It brings up some really serious questions about ideas, trust, and the very platforms we rely on to build our software.
Okay, so let me be clear. We're just laying out the claims made by this developer. We're not picking sides here. So the story goes, this developer was building a really similar AI app builder on GitHub's own platform, Codespaces. Then they claim the platform crashed twice, wiping out more than 1,000 hours of work. The project gets locked, support tickets vanish, and then just a few weeks later, GitHub announces Spark. You can see why people were raising their eyebrows. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's a tough look, and it really shines a light on the risks that indie devs face.
Okay, so let's zoom out and see where Spark fits in with its competitors. You've got Lovable, you've got Replit, and the good news is they all give you full ownership of your code. That's a big deal. But look at that last row, AI agent risk. This is a whole new thing we have to think about. Spark is designed to be low risk, right? A human is always in control. That's a huge contrast to Replit, which, and this really happened, had an AI agent that apparently panicked and deleted a customer's entire production database. Yikes. That's a brand new kind of nightmare.
All right, let's wrap this up.
let's put these two Sparks head-to-head one last time so there's absolutely no confusion left.
Okay, this chart really breaks it all down. On one side, you have Apache Spark, the data giant. Its whole purpose? Chewing through massive amounts of data. The user? Data engineers, data scientists, people writing serious code in languages like Scala or Python. And on the other side, GitHub Spark, the AI app builder. Its job is to help you whip up small apps and prototypes super fast. And who's it for? Well, pretty much anyone. Developers, product managers, even people who can't code. You don't write code, you just talk to it. See? Totally different worlds. And all of this leaves us with a really big, really important question about the future, doesn't it? Are tools like GitHub Spark just going to be for, building quick mockups, a faster way to prototype? Or are we actually watching the very beginning of a massive shift in how we build software, period? I mean, that's the billion-dollar question, and right now, the whole tech world is holding its breath to see the answer.